If you're looking for the cheapest coins in Madden 23, head over to AOEAH.com. They are fast and reliable. And make sure to use code WOLF for 3% off. Link is in the description. Now it's my job to give you guys the proper tools to use online when you're playing your opponents in Madden 23. Today, we're going to be in the Baltimore Ravens defensive playbook, and I'm going to show you the 2-4 double mug. Now, it used to be called double A gap in previous Madden, so if you're new, don't worry about the name too much, okay? Ravens defensive playbook. Now, before we get into it, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new, become members. The full offensive scheme, Y Off Trio Week, is in there now for you guys to dissect. It's a lot of information that you can use. Watch my gameplays. I use it. It is phenomenal. The defense is going to be out either today or tomorrow. We had copyright issues. First, we had rendering issues, then copyright issues with YouTube. So bear with me through these difficult times. So Ravens defensive playbook, the 2-4 double mug. Now there's different variations on how to run this defense, but we're going to talk about mid blitz right now. This is a very classic. You can also use this in your solo challenges in Ultimate Team to just cook every challenge, solo battles. It doesn't matter. Mid blitz. Now the personnel is key. You want your fastest outside. Well, actually, you know what? Yeah, your fastest outside linebackers. Even if they're a middle linebacker, if their speed is awesome, you put them on the outside. So over here, let's come to coaching. Let's go to depth chart, and we want to look at our linebackers right here. So we're going to take all linebackers into account for speed. We have Isaiah Simmons, which you can put on the outside because the way we're going to use her, we don't really need him as far as the middle. So you can actually put him on the outside, and then we want to put, what do we have? 84 speed. We want cons. Actually, all right, let's go ahead and just use a right outside linebacker, left outside linebacker, which is going to be a little bit difficult because this guy's got 84 speed. We can do with Vallejo right here. Okay, we can put Vallejo on the outside. So Simmons and this guy go to the outside. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so now we know who our linebackers are. Let's go ahead and make those substitutions. We want to take Simmons out. We'll go ahead and put Wiggins here. We'll take this linebacker out, and then we'll put Thompson here. So we have two safeties in the middle, and then we move our fast linebackers to the outside. So Simmons goes here, and then we'll go with who we said earlier, Vallejo. Okay, there. Now, as far as coaching adjustments, okay, we want to turn this off. We want our cornerback matchups. Now, here's where it gets a little tricky. What I've noticed in Madden 23, as you climb the skill gap, you're going to have to go from speed to height. Reason is people know, they see the mismatch, and it is a big deal in this game. Okay, ad catching is a big deal, and if you put someone short, on a wide receiver, they're going to just throw it over your head. Okay, and then they're going to throw the high ball, and the opponent's going to grab it. They're going to come down with it if you don't knock the ball out. You guys know. So we'll start with speed, and all it does is the fastest cornerback will match up with the fastest receiver. That's what we want. And then your flats, we're going to go ahead and start these to 15. Curls will start to 5, and we'll leave everything else the way it is. So that's going to be our setup, and then we're going to come back to the mid blitz 0. Now, we'll pick any play on offense. I'll show you guys how to properly run this against the play action, blocked running backs, anything. It's going to work on anything. So first thing, all you want to do is identify who is on the running back. It's going to be this guy. It's going to be Thompson. Okay. We want to make sure we line up with him. Now, what we do here is we're going to line up with him right here on this side. Now, depending on your team and who you have, you can either press. Got to be careful. I really don't recommend the press, but you can. But if you're going to press in a double A gap where you're sending this many people like this, you want to make sure you at least shade over the top and that you're going to pass commit. Never press if you think it's a run. Okay, this is automatic. Wire triangle right stick up for over the top, and then pass commit RB1 right stick up to pass commit. That's just going to guess the play. Okay, now you have the choice of shading inside and outside. What I'm going to do, what I start off with when I face a trips formation, is inside. I'm going to force my opponent to throw something outside. So typically counter go is a play that a lot of people like to run, anything with like an out route. And if your opponent is smart enough, and if you're smart enough, he can see the leverage over here. My guy's going to run back, but you'll see right here, the leverage where I have the guy where Wilson is, he's got inside leverage. So that tells me I will look as a quarterback on offense. I'm going to look to my tight end. Okay. And I'm going to look for an out route. Okay. I'm going to start hitting out routes with this guy if he's got the speed, or I can motion one of my receivers from left to right, put him on an out route, and now I got you cooked on both sides. because I see the leverage. Leverage is a big deal in Madden 23. And if you're overlooking it, you're cooking yourself, man. So once they snap the ball, I pay attention to the running back. I'll just follow the running back, and you're just going to see instant pressure, bro, okay? Literally instant because of the speed we put on the damn field. My man didn't even have time to drop back. Here it comes right off the edge, just instantly. You know what, matter of fact, I actually want to try to drop back against this. I'm going to do that myself, okay? Press, shade over the top if you want, okay? And then I'm going to sit in the gap right here with my guy. And I want to see, okay? Let's just see how much time I have. I snap the ball. Literally, I'd have to dip it off instantly. And then the user's there. You know what I mean? So this defensive play right here, it just cooks. Now, let's assume you want coverage on the field instead, okay? Let's say I want to fake the blitz. Well, now you can come into your defensive adjustments with your outside linebackers that have the speed. And remember, we set our cloud flats to 15 and our curls to 5. So you can pick and choose what you want to run, because remember, we have curl flats to 5. Do I want to run a short curl flat, short zone, or do I want a long zone? You can pick whichever one you want. Let's assume we want to run curl flats because we just want our outside linebackers to go 5 yards. We'll go ahead and select them and then press left stick to the right for curl flat, this guy to curl flat, okay, like this. So now we have curl flats. What I want you to do is, if you do this, I want you to spread the line, QB contain, okay, so it looks like this. Do that, and then you can still stand in the gap however you want to do it. And then I'm going to shade inside because I got outside coverage. He's going to have to beat me on a deep corner route or something like that. And he can. It's a chess game. It just happens, man. Okay, it's nothing you can do about it. He snaps the ball. Our curl flash should go 5 yards like we set in our passing adjustments, and our pass rush gets there anyway because it is phenomenal, right? That's why I love the Cardinals. You see my gameplays. I'm cooking everybody, okay? Right here, look at our curl flats. We set them to curl flats. Boom, they go out to 5 yards. Where we set them on the zone drops, that's where we want them to be. So that's what they're doing. Now, let's just assume we want them to do the 15 yards, okay? We'll go ahead and leave everybody where they're at. We'll put these guys on curl flats because you got to start off in curl flats. You'll see that they're curl flats. Now, if you shade down, wire triangle right stick down for underneath, and then go over the top, wire triangle right stick up for over the top, they turn into cloud flats. Now, remember what we set our cloud flats to. We set them to 15 yards, okay? So they should drop even further back. So we spread the line, QB contain, and then we can stand right here, and then we can snap the ball, and let's just see where those cloud flats go. Boom, they drop back even further. Our pass rush should be getting there any second. And we'll go into instant replay and show you guys exactly what's happening with our zone drop. So 15 cloud flats, 5 curl flats, and you're going to be good. You can pick whichever one you want, okay? Now, the reason I do the curl flats and not like the cloud flats is because if you shade down and up, or you shade down, you get hard flats. Your receivers, your corners will actually play underneath coverage, and you'll get cooked over the top. So this defense in itself, man, is one of the best. Where are guys playing those? I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and see what our linebackers were doing here. See, they're going to drop to the 15 like we said. Now we got them going 15 yards back. This is exactly what we want for this defense, and on this side too. Now, there are instances where, okay, well, this guy could be running a level cell, or maybe you just want to flip it, okay? Meaning I want a curl to go 5 on one side and 15 on the other, and you can do that. So what we do is we put this guy in a curl, shade down, shade up, and then we put this guy in a curl. So you'll do one at a time. You'll have the cloud flat, the curl flat. You'll spread the line, QB contain, and this is the way it's going to look. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and take a screenshot of this right here, because this is what I want the thumbnail to be. So when you see this on the when you see this, you'll know that that's what we did. Okay, so this is the perfect, one of the best setups too you can use, and you'll see that the curl flat on the right will go 5, the other guy will go 10 or 15, whatever we have it, and we just wait for the crazy, insane pass rush that is Madden 23. So now to stop the run real quick before we get off, let's just switch to, I don't even have an inside zone here. I'll show you guys a technique that we used to use for people that tried to run inside. Right here, let's just do inside zone. Now, one of the techniques that we used to use was we used to spread the linebacker. So right on the D-pad left stick up, it pulls these guys out of the gaps, okay? And then if you think he's gonna run the ball, these guys should be able to execute shooting the gaps a lot easier than not. So this is what I used to do back in Madden 22. I don't know if it works in Madden 23. We're about to see right now. Boom. See how he shoots the gap better? It does work in 23. So we'll see that in instant replay, so you can actually make that adjustment. And you can make this double A gap your scheme, part of your scheme. But you'll see that with that adjustment that I made, we have these safeties shooting the gaps and going for the running back instantly. So there it is, man. Hope you guys enjoy it. It is a phenomenal defense if you use it right and you know what you're doing. I'll talk about more defensive plays within this formation as we continue through the Madden 23 season. So it is very important that you subscribe, man. Don't be a bum, man. All right, learn the great stuff that I use. Love you guys, man. Peace.